So people may not know that you played Sonny the robot in iRobot.
Oh yeah, I did.
What are the similarities and differences between him and K-2SO?
Well, K-2SO, because he's in a Star Wars movie, there's been such a great history of very personable droids. So I had a lot of freedom to be a personality myself. With Sonny, he was more of a machine. Even though he had feelings, he was confused by them. He would fear. That's anger. He didn't know what was going on. He was kind of bewildered all the time by his own feelings. He had sort of that Pinocchio, like, am I alive? What does it feel like to die? And there were many robots that looked the same as him. And he moved like a machine. Like, that was my training, was to move as ergonomically as possible. Whereas with K2, I found that if he had any kind of turn of a head that was just a little bit more organic, or a slouch, or using his hands like I would use my hands, or any character who's human would use his hands, it really played as a living thing as part of this world.
Do you think people will find his personality surprising compared to other droids that we've seen before?
I think so. He's very similar in look to C-3PO in a way that he walks like a man. He's got 2 legs and 2 arms like that. He's not R2-D2 or the rolling ball of BB-8. That's the jet lag right there. But he'll kill. C-3PO has killed no one that we know of. He could be, sort of, and then bury them in the summertime. He's got to wait for the ground to thaw.
You had some kind of stilt situation going on.
Yeah.
Playing this character.
Yeah.
Can you describe the difficulties of that?
It was a little tricky at first. They gave me these sort of training wheel stilts that they were ski boots with a pole out of them, and then a foot that amputees would wear. And one of them was bionic in that it would lift the toe, so I couldn't catch it on anything. But I got rid of them pretty quickly because the other ones were more agile and I could move around. I was able to run on some sand, and by the end I felt very comfortable on them. I miss them a little.
Was there space to improvise?
Absolutely, very surprising. We were on set for a long time. It was 6 months. We got along very well. So I'm mouthy, I'll admit it, and I just play around on set. And I was very surprised that they put a lot of it in.
Are there any scenes you can tell us that were improvised that wouldn't spoil anything?
That wouldn't spoil anything. It isn't that the scenes were improvised. It was more of the lines within the scene. So there would be a piece of a line, then I would take it a little bit further. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of extra lines. I was very, very surprised. And then there was a time when, we'd have a line and it was like, what else do you have? Is there something here that you might want to do? So it wasn't so much in the moment, just freewheeling and wasting people's time as some improv can do. It was, can I say this? I want to say this here. This is a better joke, I think. Mouthy. That's what I mean.
You were in Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
Last year.
Yes, I was.
Can you tell us if you're in the new season or if there's any developments with
I'm
that?
not.
No.
I'm not. I wish I'll anytime they call, I'm taking that call. I love that cartoon. I was happy. My character got to play with Stephen Colbert's character. I actually had 3 voices in that one episode. I was